Every time you open that app, someone made $1 billion betting you wouldn't be able to put it down. Not a metaphor, an actual line item in their business plan. And the worst part, it's working exactly as designed. On you, right now, today. Let me show you something most people never think about. Your phone buzzes.
Before you even register what the notification says, your hand is already moving toward it. That's not weakness. That's not a lack of discipline. That's neuroscience being weaponized against your soul. Here's what nobody tells you. The same engineers who built these apps have admitted on record that they engineered them to be addictive.
They studied slot machines. They studied how casinos design rooms with no clocks, no windows, no exits in sight. Places where time disappears and you lose yourself completely. Then, they built that same experience into the device in your pocket. The infinite scroll, the pull to refresh, the little red dot.
These aren't accidents. These are calculated decisions made by teams of psychologists whose only job is to keep your eyes on a screen for one more minute, one more scroll, one more video. And while your eyes are on that screen, where is your heart? Think about the last time you sat for Fajr without your hand twitching toward your phone the second you finished. Think about the last time you read Quran for 15 minutes without your mind drifting back to a notification you saw an hour ago. This isn't an accident either. It's the same system, just working in a different direction. Allah tells us in the Quran that Shaitan promises poverty and commands immorality, but his real weapon isn't always sin in the obvious sense. Sometimes his greatest victory isn't making you do something haram. It's making you forget Allah exists at all. Not through rebellion, through distraction, through 1,000 tiny interruptions that never feel like a big deal in the moment, but together they hollow you out. Here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. These platforms don't make money when you're happy. They don't make money when you're at peace. They make money off your attention, full stop. And the human brain, in its natural calm state, doesn't crave constant stimulation. So they had to create that craving. They had to manufacture an itch that didn't exist before, just so they could sell you the scratch. Dopamine is the chemical behind all of this. Every like, every comment, every new video that loads, it triggers a tiny dopamine hit in your brain. And your brain, being the efficient machine it is, starts to crave that hit more and more. Over time, the things that used to bring you peace, a quiet sajda, a slow recitation, a long walk with no phone in your pocket, start to feel boring in comparison. Not because they lost their value, but because your brain has been recalibrated to need bigger, faster, louder stimulation just to feel something. This is why so many of us feel restless during Salah, but can sit for 2 hours watching short videos without blinking. This is why dhikr feels like a chore, but checking notifications feels like breathing. It's not that you don't love Allah. It's that your nervous system has been hijacked by a system that profits from your disconnection. And here's something even more uncomfortable. The algorithm doesn't just want your time. It wants your identity. It studies what makes you stop scrolling, what makes you angry, what makes you jealous, what makes you feel insecure, and it gives you more of exactly that. Because emotional reactions keep you hooked longer than calm, content reactions do. So if you've noticed yourself feeling more anxious, more comparison-driven, more dissatisfied with your life since you started using these platforms heavily, that's not coincidence. That's the product working as intended. Now ask yourself something honestly. When was the last time scrolling left you feeling closer to Allah? When was the last time 45 minutes of mindless content left you feeling grounded, peaceful, present? It doesn't happen. It can't happen. Because the entire system is built to create craving, not contentment. And craving, by definition, can never be satisfied. That's the whole business model. The Prophet ﷺ said that part of the perfection of someone's Islam is leaving that which does not concern them. Imagine applying that single principle to your phone today. Imagine treating every scroll, every video, every notification through that lens. Does this concern me? Does this bring me closer to my Lord, or does it quietly pull me further away?
Most people think the battle for their faith will come in some dramatic moment, a major sin, a huge test, an obvious trial. But for most of us living today, the real battle is much quieter. It's happening in the small moments. It's happening every time you choose the scroll over the sujood.
Every time you choose the algorithm over Al-Quran. Every time 15 minutes turns into 2 hours and you look up wondering where the time and a piece of your iman went. This is not a call to throw your phone away. It's not realistic, and honestly, it's not even necessary. The solution isn't escaping technology completely. The solution is awareness. Once you understand that these platforms are designed deliberately, scientifically, to disconnect you from anything that requires patience, stillness, or depth, you can start making different choices. You can start treating your phone the way you treat a guest who overstays their welcome. Useful, sometimes, but not someone you let live in your house and run your life. Start small. Put your phone in another room during Salah, not on silent next to you, physically elsewhere. Notice how different your focus feels with that one tiny boundary. Try deleting one app for a week, just one, and watch how much mental space opens up. You'll be shocked at how loud your own thoughts become when the noise disappears. That silence might feel uncomfortable at first. That's not a bad sign. That's withdrawal. That's your soul remembering what stillness used to feel like before something taught it to fear quiet. Because here's the truth at the center of all of this. Allah doesn't compete with your phone for your attention. He doesn't need to. He's patient. He's always there, waiting. The same way he was waiting before any of this technology existed. The question was never whether Allah moved away from you. The question is what you let move in between. If today's video gave you something to think about, you can support the channel by buying me a coffee. The link is right there in the description, and it genuinely helps keep videos like this one coming.